This hourly segment is sponsored by Garden Sense, airing Sundays 12 noon to 1 p.m.
One station making history every day.
Chicago, Chicago.
Now, Jake Hartford.
89 WLS.
We've got the good stuff. We've got the pure stuff.
Some people must have, some people have not. And they complain and complain and complain and complain and complain. Some people will work, some simply will not. But they'll complain and complain and complain and complain and complain. Society's fault, I don't have a job. Society's fault, I'm a slob. I got a window, no one to see. Give me welfare, let me be. Hey bud, you're living in the land of the free. No one's gonna hand you opportunity. Some people must have, some never will. But they'll complain and
7:08, 8 past 7. 52 minutes before 8 o'clock when Paul Bryan gets here with Drive Chicago. I'm going to tell you something now, folks. This is, I am so excited about this, what I found. I just am. You know, yesterday the president had his little press conference. He said the private sector is doing fine and all that stuff. And it all has to do about the jobs report that, you know, last week you saw the jobs, bad jobs, 69,000 in the private sector in was it May? And then April was bad and the whole quarter. But, you know, the president had this pledge about green jobs. I'm reading through the transcript. I found this transcript of a congressional hearing between Congress and the people from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. A guy by the name of John Galvin is the commissioner. And the president said that he's going to have all these green jobs. And the more green jobs he can talk about, the better he looks. But here is the thing. What do you think are considered green jobs? If I asked you right now, I said 591-8900, what do you consider a green job? What would you say? I would say somebody who works with solar panels, wind turbines, renewable energy, right? That's what I would say. You'd probably say the same thing. All right, wind turbines. They were asked about wind turbines. Yes, if you're involved with wind turbines, that's considered a green job. Okay, put that on the list. How about somebody who works with solar panels? Is that a green job? Yep, you're building solar panels. That's a green job. All right, here's the next question came from a congressman. Does someone who sweeps the lobby of a facility where they make solar panels, is that considered a green job? All right, I'm asking you folks, yes or no? Well, the answer is yes. If you sweep up at a factory that has solar panels, that's considered a green job. Then you're saying, well, what about some of the other things? Some of the other things you do. Say in the healthcare industry, nurses and doctors, green jobs. Yes. That's right. The nurses and doctors are considered working in green jobs. Public transportation, if you drive a hybrid bus, green job? Yes, that's a green job. How about if you're a college professor teaching classes about environmental studies? Green job. How about somebody who drives a school bus? Any school bus. Doesn't have to be a hybrid. You know, the big yellow things you see down the street? All those school bus drivers? Green jobs. All right. How about an employee who works at a bicycle shop? You know, they sell the Schwinn's and all that stuff. Green job. Think about this. Herbert Hoover had green jobs when he was president because there was a lot of bicycles around. Those were green jobs. He didn't even know it. Herbert Hoover never gets the credit he deserves. How about somebody who sells antiques? Is that a green job? Yep, green job. Oh, they're considered green jobs because those are recycled goods. Salvation Army, where they get the clothing donated. Green job. How about somebody is a book dealer and sells rare manuscripts? Yep, because they're old and used, they're green jobs. How about that? Hey, how about a consignment shop? You know, people bring their old stuff in to sell. Green jobs. Oh, man. Garbage man that picks up the garbage in front of your house. Green jobs. Oil lobbyist. Yes, that's considered a green job, too. There you go. That's the government. That's the Labor Department. So next time you hear the president tout all his green jobs initiative, it could be people working in a bicycle store, people at the Salvation Army, somebody selling used books. God. Or an oil lobbyist. Green job. School bus driver. Green job. That's nuts. Bob in Bloomingdale. Good morning, Bob. You're on 89 WLS.
Hey, we're all awake with Jake. According to Obama's fuzzy math, the way he likes to juggle those numbers around, if I were sitting in my backyard, nice comfortable lawn chair on a sunny day, drinking an ice-cold glass of Green River, I'd qualify, wouldn't I, Jake?
You'd be a green job. Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't believe that 4.3 million new jobs because we're all in the backyard splitting that 2-liter bottle of Green River. Remember that. Have a good one.
Thank you, Bob. Green job. I think answering the phones here is green job. Eric in South Bend, you're on 89 WLS.
Hey, Jake, great show today.
Thank you.
Hey,
wait. No. Does that mean the other shows aren't?
They're all good.
Oh, but
Some
this
are
one's
just better than others.
Okay.
That guy after you, he's a hoodoo.
Turn your radio down in the background.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. You know, I was just thinking, those green jobs, like the definition is renewable. How about a hooker over on Rush Street?
How old's the hooker?
Old enough, I guess, if she's working.
I'm guessing over 35, green job. Under 35.
As she gets older. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Under 35, not a green job.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Thank you,
All right,
Eric.
Jake. Have a good day.
Gunner in Palos Heights. Hey, Gunner.
Hi, Jake. Great talking to you. I would put on the list all the politicians and D.C., all the senators, all the people in Chicago spending our tax dollars. That's a green job.
That's a green job. That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
As long as they spend it, it's green. Thank you, Gunner.
Okay, bye.
See? How about that? How many other green jobs could there be? The guy that was sleeping on State Street this morning that I had to walk around to get in here. He had a used cup next to him. And he didn't have any money in it. Disappointed me because I wanted to get coffee. But it was a used cup, so I would say what he's doing, green job. Craig in McHenry. Good morning, Craig. Welcome to 89 WLS.
Hey, good morning. I think we could extend this out forever if you really want to go that way. What about the guy who drives the semi-truck to the solar factory to drop off their materials?
Green job.
Okay.
That's
right.
What
about the people who make the clothes that the people who drive the truck, who drive the parts to the solar factory?
Green job.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, he's created a lot of green jobs.
Well, actually, the people at working at the fast food place where this guy stops to eat before he drives to the solar factory, green jobs.
Wow, this guy's Obama is amazing.
We didn't have all these green jobs 4 years ago.
Oh, this is a joke.
Listen, you know what? I wish I could.
I know we're getting a little ridiculous here, but yeah.
No, it's not ridiculous. I wish I can post the transcript so you can read the transcript. It is unbelievable going through this.
Oh man!
And I don't know what's worse: the fact that they're kind of making all this stuff in the green jobs so they can say, "Oh, look what we're doing."
Though.
Yeah, that's the part that's scary. You read the stuff with the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor thing here, and it's like these guys are like, this is their world.
Yeah. Well, I'm stunned, but that doesn't surprise me right now.
But you got something to talk about at something to talk about at a barbecue this weekend. Thank you, Craig.
There you go. Green jobs.
Yep. So you got something to talk about now. You're at a barbecue, you bring this up. And when they ask where you heard it, you say, hey, I heard it on Awake with Jake on 89 WLS, Saturday mornings, 5 to 8, right before Paul Bryan would drive Chicago. That's what you say. 7:18, back after this.
One station making history every day. 89.
I want to call you out.
Tell the truth. So informative.
What a great show.
You're naive.
You are a rock star American, my friend.
We love it.
Get over
We
it.
need more information. I have a beef with that.
That is a good question.
Love listening. Appreciate it. Everyone in this nation should listen. Why would you bother listening to anybody else?
This is Chicago's talk leader, 89 WLS.
It's 7:30 a.m. What's on your kitchen counter? If there's already a briefcase, a gym bag, 2 book bags, 2 lunches, and a science project all lined up so everyone can start their day, you could be at risk for busy adulthood. But progress is being made. Olivet Nazarene University now offers education online, so busy adults can earn their business, education, or nursing degree and still take care of all of life's other obligations. Visit graduate.olivet.edu. That's graduate.olivet.edu.
Your heart. It's obviously vital to your health. That's why when your heart needs treatment of any kind, you need world-class care. You need Loyola Medicine. As a U.S. News & World Report ranked top 20 heart hospital, Loyola University Health System is here to help. With 13 heart care locations in the Chicago area. Call 708-216-8646 or go to loyolamedicine.org/heart for more information. Loyola Medicine. We also treat the human spirit.
We're looking for a good name for our Fifth Third Bank Equity FlexLine plan. Something catchy. But more importantly, a name that helps people understand the boost it could provide in their lives. Because at an APR as low as 1.99% for 6 months, you could do a lot, like fix up your home. How about the Fifth Third Bank finally updating the kitchen from prehistoric to contemporary Equity FlexLine? That could work. Or maybe the Fifth Third Bank, at last, the glorious man cave of greatness comes to fruition. Equity FlexLine. Well, we're working on it. In the meantime, visit us at 53.com and learn more about how a low APR could make borrowing better for you. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. 1.99% APR adjust to a variable APR as low as 2.99% after 6-month introductory period. Annual fee of up to $65 waived for 1 year. The maximum APR will not exceed 25% of the state usury ceiling, whichever is less. Offer is available on new Fifth Third equity lines of credit only. Rate and terms apply and are subject to change without notice. Loan subject to credit review and approval. Call 1-866-53-LOANS for additional information. Fifth Third Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You've reached the Hilton Honors Great Getaway Sale Hotline. Press any key to save up to 40% at participating hotels. To trade your insane schedule for a beach towel at the Hilton, press 1. To trade your morning commute for breakfast in bed at the Waldorf Astoria or Conrad, press 2. If you forgot about your friend's wedding and want to stay at the DoubleTree instead of your in-laws' couch, press 3. To escape to a Hilton Garden Inn or Hampton where annoying email can't find you, press 4. To gloat about your getaway at the Hilton Grand Vacations until your friends dislike you, press 5. To turn every weekend into a 3-day weekend at the Homewood Suites or Home 2 Suites, press 6. To play Mary Had a Little Lamb, press 3575333. To save up to 40% at participating hotels, visit HiltonGetaways.com or call 866-842-3335.
Book before July 23rd, 2012 and stay at participating hotels by September 30th, 2012. Subject to availability, additional terms apply. Visit HiltonGetaways.com for complete details.
Have you ever been approached by those pushy guys who want to fix your windshield? even though it's not damaged? Here's a real customer who got bullied into filing an unnecessary insurance claim.
I don't know what they're up to, Barry. I don't think I need a new windshield. Well, they put it on before I had a chance to talk to my insurance or anything.
So don't get bullied.
I don't like this.
If you suspect fraud, call the National Insurance Crime Bureau at 1-800-TEL-NICB.
What's this? Milk. Low fat, no fat. They're milk too, and their name's Rhyme.
This man may sound odd.
Low fat, no fat.
But to his 3-year-old daughter helping him pick out food, he makes perfect sense.
Here's cheese with holes in it.
Learning starts long before school does, and children are naturally curious. Take simple moments like shopping and turn them into learning moments.
It's called Swiss.
Swiss has holes.
That's right. Oh, can you say Gorgonzola?
Gorgonzola.
Turn everyday moments into learning moments. Visit bornlearning.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Retirement income for life. Fact or fantasy? Listen to Securing Your Financial Future with me, Tom Byrne, CEO of Trend Capital Managers. Sunday morning at 8.
News from across the country and around the world is moments away with an ABC News update on 89 WLS and WLSAM.com.
Last September, I sent Congress a detailed jobs plan full of the kind of bipartisan ideas that would have put more Americans back to work. It had broad support from the American people. It was fully paid for. If Congress had passed it in full, we'd be on track to have 1 million more Americans working this year.
723, the president. The other day, I heard a bite from him. It was Thursday. He was speaking, maybe it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday or Thursday. He was on his fundraising tour because he was in San Francisco and L.A., and this was some event with some kids before one of the fundraisers. It had to do with the student loans, and he was making a big deal about how he wants Congress to do his student loan reform, in which you'd only have to pay back your payments would be capped at 10% of your disposable income, and the kids cheered wildly for that. And I'm thinking 10% of your disposable income, what does that mean? Is that after you pay for your rent and your food and your car payment and your cell phone bill and your cable TV bill and your clothes bill? And at some point, what's left over is considered your disposable income, and you're going to only have to pay 10% of that on your student loans? We have people hurting. We you talk about giving back. We have people giving back their houses. They can't afford to live in their houses. And his idea is, 10% of your disposable income. We'll cap your payments at that. Speaking of San Francisco, L.A., I got a friend who's out on vacation out there. And I said, if you're out and you like old records, you have to go to a place. It's called Amoeba. They have 3 locations in California. L.A. on the Sunset Strip, up in Berkeley, and they have one down near Golden Gate Park, near Haight-Ashbury. It's a great store. I mean, huge store. Some of the oldest stuff, rarest stuff you ever want is there. And I only bring that up because looking at the transcript here with the guy from the Bureau of Labor about green jobs, if you work at a used record shop, that's a green job. And bring it out even further, if your wife serves you leftovers today to eat, she's performing a green job. Not to mention the food may be a little green. See, then you wonder, when you look at these unemployment numbers, you really have to wonder now, are they real? When you see 8-something%, do you think they're real? You ever wonder what the unemployment really is? If you have the Bureau of Labor saying everybody who drives a school bus, that's considered a green job, if that's the way they think, and it gins up the numbers, how much do you really believe now? Until I read this transcript, I was naive. I thought green job meant, hey, you're actually working in a solar panel factory making solar panels. That's a green job. You're in that industry. I never thought driving a school bus would put you in the green job industry, or working at a record store, or selling somebody a Schwinn. Frank in Highland, you're on 89 WLS.
Hey, Jake. Actually, driving a limo would be that'd be a green job. But hey, you're talking about paying back the student loans, only using 10% of your disposable income. You wouldn't have to work then. If you didn't work, you wouldn't have to pay back your loan, right? So
apparently not.
Or just don't report the income, I guess.
Well, if you spend enough on rent and food and clothes and your car and cell phones, you don't have much disposable money left anyway, so there's nothing they're going to get from you.
Well, could the government defer that, like, say, 10 years? Say maybe we won't start the loan until 10 years that you're after school when you're really making the big money as a lawyer or doctor, and then we'll do 10% of your disposable income?
I don't know. I just heard the one soundbite, and the kids went crazy over it.
Yeah.
Because that's going to solve everything. That's going to put people back to work and back in houses.
Well, Section 8's working well.
Yeah. It really is. Thank you, Frank.
All right.
Section 8 is where the government pays, I think it's like 25%, something like that, of the whatever the rent is. And so there are some nice apartment buildings that are part of that. Some very nice places. Norm, you're on 89 WLS.
Good morning. There are some unfulfilled green jobs or shovel-ready jobs going on, and that's when these guys who are determining these green jobs start talking. The shovels should be ready and at hand and going to work.
The people who are talking about the green jobs?
Yes, we're talking about the green jobs. The guys that are talking about the green jobs, there should be a whole flock of people standing there with shovels. When they start talking, start shoveling.
Thank you, Norm. Jim in Naperville. Good morning, Jim. Welcome to 89 WLS.
Good morning, Jake. I'm marrying a divorcee. Am I doing my green job? I'm recycling.
You'd be recycling, but she would be the green job.
Well, I'm going where no man has gone before, though, Jake. Does that count for anything?
And she's a divorcee?
Correct.
Wow. Is that why she got the divorce? Because she...
Correct.
Really?
Yeah.
And what makes you think you're going to succeed where others have failed?
Because I'm going where no man has gone before.
Right. Green job. Thank you, Jim. All right. You're going to have to listen to the podcast to figure that out. There's a lot going on in that call. There's a lot going on in that call. We'll get back to your calls and a whole lot more as we continue on Awake with Jake on 89 WLS.